Hi, Statesmen Nation. We're here with Kayla Preston as we preview the 2024 women's soccer season. Coach Preston has been with us for, what are we looking at, about 3 weeks now?
About 3
I
weeks.
think just under 3 weeks. So, actually 3 weeks exactly today, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's the Heart Summit. So, not a lot of experience, so we're not going to go back and talk about the 2023 season because you weren't here, but we can certainly talk about preseason this year, how it's been going, how the first, 21 days-ish have been going, so roll with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So coming in, I didn't have any specific expectations, and I understood that there could be a lot of different attitudes and a whole host of kind of opinions on the change and a new coach and hearing a different voice. But the one thing that I will say is they came in with energy from day one. I think they were willing and open to the change and have been ready to learn and grow since day one. So I couldn't have asked for a better start.
That's awesome. Let's talk about team chemistry. I mean, they sounds like they're giving you a lot. How are they giving to each other? You have actually a lot of returners. So in that respect, I think hopefully that's actually helped you quite a bit for the first month.
I would say the best way to put it is we're still adjusting. I think new voices is always different, and our whole coaching staff is new. So hearing new voices is still an adjustment. In terms of like team chemistry, I think our upperclassmen have done a really good job of being welcoming, not only to me, but coaching staff and the freshman crew kind of coming in. But that freshman crew is still settling in, and I think at the end of the day, we've all been showing up and ready to work for each other, so that culture and chemistry will continue to improve as we grow a bit stronger together.
Yeah. Well, I've only heard good things about the energy and the excitement, just a lot of smiles on the faces through the first few weeks. So awesome. Good for you.
Yep.
All right, let's break down the roster here. If you want to go from goalies up or forwards down, however you want to do that. But let's talk about those key players at each position.
Yeah, I think to start, just coming in, I've been quite impressed with the entire roster from top to bottom. I think we have a really competitive squad, and we're changing the system and the playing style. So I think everyone's beginning to learn and grow into that role. They have a good understanding of this is the position I'll be in. These are the players that I'm competing with day in and day out. So we're trying to make it clear to them that I would be happy to have a different starting 11 every match. I think that shows that we're challenging each other each week and we're really getting after each other and improving that culture. But some specific players that have impressed me this far into preseason, I think first we'll start with the back. Emma Brandt has been excellent. I think she understands and reads the game really well, and I think she'll be a key piece for our defense just going forward. I'll kind of move up the field. Going into midfield, I think we have a lot to offer in midfield. Someone that stood out specifically is Lutza. She, again, is so technical, and she provides exactly what we need in kind of that holding role. So in central midfield, she'll be a key contributor throughout the course of the season. I think out wide we have a host of people that are going to make an impact. I think a lot of our players offer different and unique strengths out wide. So we're going to kind of let them be their individual self and go out and express themselves. So names, I think Les has been awesome to start the year. And then also Maddie Ellis, she's kind of adjusting position. She was in the back line last year and she's moved up to midfield. So she's still going through an adjustment period, but I think those are names that will be on score sheets and things of that nature. And then as we kind of move into the forwards, we actually took a big knock to start the year. Lily took an injury and will miss kind of the first opening season games and things of that nature. I'm really excited for her to come back. Her specifically, she brings a work rate that's just hard for anyone to match. She's that energy bug. She's constantly involved. And I think she's going to have a really successful season once she's back and healthy. And I think her kind of duo up there might be Sean Ba. I think she's very creative and strong and offers something a little bit different in terms of dynamic and an attacking presence. And then kind of touching on the goalkeepers, we have a group of 4 that are going to challenge and fight for that starting 11 spot every week. Maddie, actually the starter last year, missed a lot of the preseason, so I think she's been a little bit behind to start, and we've had a freshman come in that's been very, very impactful right away. So I think that core group of 4 are really going to challenge each other for minutes between the sticks this year.
Awesome. Good deal. All right, let's break down that schedule non-conference wise before we get into Heart. You know that the Heart's going to be tough.
Yep.
But what if you didn't set up the schedule? Obviously, it was given to you. But
right.
How do you feel like it's going to prepare you for for the Heart?
Yeah, so I think specifically what it's going to do for us first and foremost is we have 6 games, 6 matches in 13 days. So we have a heavy schedule on our legs right away, but it's going to put us in a match fitness right away. I think the best way to build fitness in the game of soccer is to play the game, and having those 6 matches within less than a 2-week period is really going to build that fitness, and that's a key area of focus for us right now. Kind of talking about the non-conference schedule, I'm hopeful. We kick off on Thursday with Dort, who was a very strong program last year. They won 12 matches, so that's one that I get excited for because I think that's preparation for some of the teams that are in the conference at the top end of the table. And then kind of going through the rest of the non-conference season, I think we can be competitive with every match that we go out there, and I think we should be looking for wins right away and looking to challenge and compete each and every game.
Sure. All right, into the Heart. The team's been just on the outside, looking in for the Heart tournament. So, there's a lot of teams ahead of us that we'd like to knock off. Who do you think is going to be at the top of the Heart? Where do you think that William Penn is going to fit into the mix?
Yeah, I think even looking at the preseason polls for NAIA, there's 3 teams in the Heart that are ranked in the top 25. So the competition level is one of the toughest conferences in women's soccer in the NAIA. So I think those same 3 teams, Benedictine, Central Methodist, Missouri Valley, I think those 3 will be at the top. I think Mid-America will be up there as well too. So again, I think for us specifically is, can we continue to steadily increase where we were previous years? For me, kind of the attitude and the mindset is, let's build every day, and we have to build on where we were last year and the year previous, even though that I wasn't here previously. So the Heart will be a challenge, but we've set some pretty lofty goals this season, and I think the potential is there. It's just a matter of showing up every day and getting the job done.
All right, you kind of alluded to my final question here, but yeah, keys to success. Showing up every day. What else is it going to take for you guys to reach your goals?
Yeah, I think the right mindset. I think that's something that the girls have approached this preseason with really well. They're willing to grow and willing to learn and willing to adapt. I'm expressing a lot of change to them right away, not only with my voice, but with the style of play, with a new system, and with things in that nature. So just being open and honest about kind of what they're experiencing is going to help us grow and develop and find that on-field success. That feedback, like, hey, these are the things that I'm struggling with. These are my challenges on the field. How can we grow with that, and how can we learn? So I think, one, showing up every day with the right mindset, willing to work, putting in the time and the effort for each other, and not just on an individual standpoint or key areas that we're going to focus on this season.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. I know you got so many other things to get ready for the first game, which is Thursday against Dort at Dross Field. So weather, again, is actually pretty good for this time of year. So love it. If you have an opportunity, definitely come out and check them out. Otherwise, statesmanathletics.com is your home for all William Penn stuff. So best of luck again, Coach, and have a great year.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep.